Everything in moderation, including moderation. Hi, everyone. Welcome to The Midpoint. We're approaching the end of season 1, and I want to thank you, all listeners, for giving us a space in your busy day to talk about topics that are super important to my guests as well as myself, and topics that usually are not being covered in other places, or let me say, covered differently. And I'll get into that later. But first of all, big thank you. None of this would have been possible without your subscriptions, without your comments, without you reaching out to me and giving me feedback. So it helped us a lot to grow in our journey for making this first season a podcast. So thank you. You're part of a big, awesome project. So keep subscribed, keep writing me. And I'm looking forward to continue this together with you. So let's jump into a little bit of a different episode today, where it's just going to be you and me. When we started this podcast, The Midpoint, we basically had something in mind to aim at moderation. Like the quote that we started with in this episode, everything in moderation is kind of something that applies to many situations in life. Be it fitness, be it work, be it yourself, be it your health, or also other parts of the way we behave, the way we live. And we see across social media, across many, let's say, entities that are based on clicks, on views, on traffic, that all of these topics will get, content-wise, get pushed to a polar edge. You should be vegan. You should not fly. You should sell your car. You have to be a hustler to be successful. You need to put in the work. You need to meditate. You need to reflect. You need to basically write a journal. There's so many things you would have to do to an extreme that it overwhelms us. It overwhelms many of us. So we started this with the aim of moderation, that we help you see maybe a little bit more of the spectrum, opinions where people were in an extreme and made a transition to something else, and just show you different styles of life. I think of Alan being a minimalist and now moving in with his girlfriend. I think of Devin working out of an RV for the longest time, even before COVID, even before remote work wasn't something normal. There's so many aspects to this where we all can learn from it. And that was the aim, to show you a little bit more moderate way of doing things. And now back to the quote from the beginning, everything in moderation, including moderation. It's okay to be a little bit sort of out of the normal in some aspects, but you don't have to be extreme in every single thing. Now, even for myself, like, it was hard because I really want to be extremely living sustainably. I want to be successful at my job. I want to be healthy. I want to eat healthy. I want to be fit, etc., etc. Sometimes that can be extremely overwhelming. So all in all, I think it helped me to talk to these people, to talk to my guests, to talk to these wonderful guests, and learn from them. And I hope you could take some of it away from one or the other episode. So on that note, I want to thank all of my guests. We did 20 episodes and we had great receptions. It was funny to see that some of them that we were thinking, would be extremely on point, where we get different feedback, and then others where we said, this was fun. And then suddenly I get direct text messages from dozens of people telling me like, oh, this was amazing. So it's always hard to guess what will land with which group of people. And it was just wonderful to see that there's an audience that give us their feedback, and also to see the guests being passionate about telling us about what they've been doing and what they're sort of aiming to achieve. So this is not the end point, but sort of a new page. We are definitely working on season 2. This is not a goodbye, but actually sort of a see you soon, stay in touch, because we're stopping over the summer recording episodes. We've already lined up a couple of guests, but in the meantime, I'm planning to write a couple of articles around these topics on LinkedIn and Medium. So we'll put the links into the show notes. You please follow me or connect with me on LinkedIn or subscribe to Medium, and in a different format, so not audio, likely more written. And then once we're back, we'll put out a trailer with a new episode, with new stories, new people, hopefully new ideas, and with recharge batteries. So stay in touch, and I'm looking forward to hearing from you as well. Tell us if you have any feedback. If you haven't subscribed yet and you hear this now for the first time, so please subscribe and we'll notify you as soon as there's something new. If you haven't listened to any of the episodes or sort of kind of didn't find the time, I suggest to go back. They're all pretty much timeless, I have to say. Pretty much every interview could be picked out from sort of any situation 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 1 year ago. Have a listen on what you like and let us know what you think. Thank you all for the time you've put in, and I'm looking forward to be connected with you. See you soon.